Welcome back, everyone. This is Tick, and the day has come. I started the recording too late, but we go to our journal, critical objectives. It said we have completed the challenge of the Legionnaires, Valor, which means we completed 150 missions. So let's head on back to the base. And let's see what that guy has to say to me now, because now I'm a Valor. And of course, gotta have the loading screens. But it's alright. Yeah, I know that makes an ugly color right now. I was doing some testing. And he ain't the prettiest right now, but I mean, he is what he is. Yeah, the loot drops on this game are still pretty awful. We did a Grandmaster 1, and I got better loot in Grandmaster 1 than I did in Grandmaster 2. And Grandmaster 2 took us like 4 times as long. So that was pretty disappointing. But we're not here for that. We're here for this test of Valor. Let's check our map. Make sure nobody wants to talk. Nope, nobody's talking today. Except for this guy. We're about to see what's on his mind. Break through them doors. Let's take a look at this wall of Valor before we talk to him. Look. Oh, we can't even look at it no more. Well then, guess we're just going to talk to him.
You've walked the path of valor. By now, I suppose that's not really a surprise. It's time to tell you how the freelancers began. Medeiros was raised by the Legion of Dawn. He witnessed Tarsus testing the first javelin. He was at the general's side when the fortress was built, earned his own javelin, and fought beside her, even at the Battle of Anthem Pass. Of the company that stood with Tarsus and held back the Urgoth, only Medeiros survived.
I didn't know anyone survived the Battle of Anthem Pass.
It's easy to forget, since most stories focus on the general's death. In grief, the Legion tore itself in two. Half went with Magnustral, half with Arden Vasa, and one Legionnaire, who went with no one. Medeiros stayed at the Fortress of Dawn, even though the gates were sealed and the Lancers gone for good.
You said this story was about freelancers. None of us were at the Fortress of Dawn.
Of course not. It was locked up tight, alone in the courtyard. Medeiros heard a distant roar.
Okay, that's better.
It was a sound he remembered, for it haunted his dreams. The roar of the chimera Cindermore, the monster that stalked him long ago.
The same one? Who was still alive?
It vanished for more than a decade, but with the general's death, it returned.
This time he faces it down and wins.
Not exactly. Alone, he stood no chance. But the city of Anshar lay helpless in its path. He had no choice. He found the chimera's trail and followed it, not to the monster, but to its lair. For he knew that if he silenced the relic that created it, Cindermore would lose its power.
That's all great, if the ruin was empty.
That was the problem, yes. Medeiros found the relic, though the monster was right beside it. But he had plenty of experience in laying false trails. Medeiros woke the chimera, and it chased his false tracks while he slipped past and silenced the relic. Cindermore fell, and the Lancer finally defeated the beast that stalked him long ago. In that moment, Medeiros knew his calling, to walk the path of valor, even if he walked it alone.
Well, alright then. All that for a story. Oh, people just disappeared. Challenge a Legionnaire might. Learn the tales of General Taurus. Listen to the tale of Margaret Strahl. And look, people just pop back. So, we got another challenge now. Alright, well, I guess we're here. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
Of all the Legionnaires, Magnus Strahl was the most renowned for her feats of strength. But it wasn't always so.
I've only ever heard about Strahl leaving the Legion. Nothing about what she did before.
Bastian likes to forget that she was ever a Legionnaire. The Dominion, that she was flawed and human. But she was many things. Loyal and a deserter, ordinary and legendary. She came to the Legion of Dawn as a young girl. Her village was raided and everyone taken. Almost. She was so small she hid inside a basket. The Urgoth surely caught her scent, but they thought her too weak to bother taking.
They don't tell this story much in the Dominion, do they?
As I understand it, the Dominion banned stories of Magnus Strahl's early life. Alone, unarmed, she followed the secret Arcanist signs to Sanctuary, where the rebels hid and plotted. There, Strahl begged Tarsis to let her join the Legion, to grant her vengeance. But the general refused. She said Magna wasn't ready, and sent her away. Strahl couldn't accept that. So she went out alone to fight the Urgoth.
Without a javelin? That's insane.
She set traps, ambushes. She poisoned spears and knives. Any small advantage she could take against a vastly superior enemy, she gladly took. She nearly died dozens of times, but vengeance drove her onward. And the Urgoth fell. She carried trophies to the Sanctuary, day after day, week after week.
Whoa.
She fought even though the odds were against her.
That's what the Legion of Dawn was all about. Finally, General Tarsis spoke with her. "What do you want?" she asked. "I want to join the Legion of Dawn," Magna replied. Tarsis looked at her and asked, "Why? You already have your revenge." The general looked to the many, many Urgoth trophies Strahl fought for. At first, Strahl had no answer. Then, after a long moment, she said, "It's where I belong." To which Tarsis answered, "Then you're finally ready to join us."
So what happened? How did Strahl end up leaving the Legion and founding the Dominion?
That's a story for another time.
Another time? Tell me now. Oh. Challenge your might. Prove your might.
I need to mark my
By
place.
defeating enemies from the Dominion, Scar, and Outlaw factions. Defeat Elite and Legendary enemies.
Bookmarks fall out.
Are you juggling them? No? Then they'll be fine. Use a bookmark.
Alright, lady. Calm down. Alright, so Valor is done. And now we have Might. Oh my goodness gracious. You've got to be kidding me. Whoa. Dominion, Scar, Outlaw, Elite, Legendary. Whoa. Yeah, this is like a long-term project right here. But we're going to accept it because guess we're a glutton for punishment. So we have the challenge of might now. Let's check our journal. Critical objectives. Challenge of Valor is done. Let's take a look at it. Nice. Challenges of might and resolve still lie ahead. Okay, so we're on might now. And then resolve. Ooh, this is going to get dicey. Alright, so let's go back. And it doesn't, you can't see contract field work, feats. And I don't know what all this stuff is because I've done missions on easy. I've done reinforcements. So I don't really know how to complete them right now. Yeah, I don't know about all these. Well, I might figure them out one day. Or maybe it's after we do all the the feats of valor and might. All right, well, let's take a look at our map. Does anyone want to talk now that I've completed valor? No, they do not. All right, so once again, this might be my last episode because that is a lot of people to kill. And I don't know if I'm going to sink this much time into the game without progression. But thanks for watching. My name's Tick, and that is more of the storyline. Maybe more to come, maybe not. We'll find out if I post it. Y'all take care.